The fact that you're looking at this video right now, that you came on YouTube and you searched the mistakes I shouldn't make as a first-time home buyer, means that you're already doing better than over 50% of first-time home buyers. I know it's very exciting for you to buy your first home. You're ready, you're excited, you want to get straight into the market, get something that looks really beautiful, and just drop your money and become a proud homeowner. This right here are 5 mistakes first-time home buyers often make. Before we dive right into this video, let me tell you who I am. My name is Tekina and I'm lead realtor at Target Homes. It is very exciting to get into the pool of becoming a home buyer, searching for a house and then inspecting and then just locking down that home that you like. But these are some of the things that you should avoid. First thing is going into the market with no research, not knowing anything about buying a home. Do you know about documentation? Do you know about titles? Do you know what you should look out for when you're inspecting a home? Do you know how the home shopping process works? It is often great when you enter a deal having some information. It gives you leverage as a first-time home buyer, so you don't overpay or you don't underprice a home or you don't waste time when you're negotiating. If you have information, it is power on your end as a home buyer. The next thing, inexperience, the first time home buyers make is because they're so excited, they want to buy the first thing that they like. Don't do this. Don't buy the first thing that you see and like. Don't buy the first thing that seems like such a great opportunity, especially when you don't have information. When you've had information and you've done your research, even though you come across something really exciting at first, it may not be so risky for you to involve yourself in that transaction. However, there are many shiny objects in real estate. You see a house, you think it's so pretty, it's so nice, it's so this, it's so that. You go ahead and buy it. As a first-time homeowner, don't do that. Make sure you have a plethora of options at your fingertips so that when you're making the choice, you see 5 great options and you're taking the best out of that 5 great options. Out of those 5 great options, do not be in a hurry to buy your home as a first-time homeowner, because this is such a serious investment. It's one of the biggest investments you're going to do in your life. Your first home is one of those big investments. It can set a trajectory for how you're going to do or going to fare in the real estate investment market. You may be discouraged at first. Losing a ton of money is not fun, especially when you've worked so hard for that money. So take your time, look well, have a lot of options, and then choose the best one possible. If you have a good realtor, if you're working with a good realtor, they're going to provide you with several options. It is never wise to just look at one home. Oh, the house is fine, it's cute, it's white inside or something, and then you go ahead and buy it. Do not do that. Number 3 would be having no plan. You just wake up, let me scratch that. You worked so hard to earn your money and you're now ready to own a home, but you have no plan. You just want to own a home. Why do you want to own a home? Do you even know if it's a smart investment? Oftentimes they tell you that every real estate is good investment, but buying a home in some cases can be a liability. Are you informed about the cost of maintaining a home? What if it's not the right option for you at the time? Are you buying a home because you want to live in it right now? What is the plan for the long run? It is always smart to have a clear-cut plan. Am I going to live in this house for 5 years or 10 years and in the end maybe put it up for rent, or am I going to be selling it in the next 10 years? You want to have a clear-cut plan so that you can buy the right home that suits your plan. Because you can buy a home and want to sell in the next 5 years or 10 years and then the value of that home has dropped. Nobody tells you that, but oftentimes it is the land that increases in price. Houses, they deteriorate after some time and they are of less value. So make sure you have a plan. Make sure you know exactly what you're doing before you go ahead and buy that house. The 4th thing that first-time home buyers do is they don't work with a professional realtors. Many of you are out there listening to your uncles, your aunties, your brothers and sisters who are not in the market, who have never sold a home, who know nothing about selling a home or buying a home, probably don't even have their own houses. Why are you doing that? Do not do that. Realtors come at a cost. Sometimes they don't, depending on who they're representing. If they're representing you, sure, it is always wise to spend that money, because then they can advise you accordingly. It is just the smart thing to do, employing a realtor. It saves you time, saves you stress, and then it saves you money in the long run, because if you're working with a professional, they have your best interest at heart, and they're not going to help you go and make stupid choices when you're buying a home. So make sure you're working with a professional realtor. Do not say you're saving costs. You can be penny wise and be pound foolish. So you think you're saving the cost of not paying an agent, but in the end, after a year or two, you're seeing that you're spending lots more money that you could have saved if you just worked with someone who knows what they're doing. The last mistake I'm going to be talking about is home buyers. Because they're oftentimes not working with a professional realtor, they ignore all the bills. They don't inspect the right way. They're just concerned about beauty and aesthetics. Maybe some of the smart ones are also concerned about location, but this is not all that matters when you're buying a home. When you go and buy a home, you need to check, how have they been taking care of this house so far? How old is this house? You need to know the age of this house. You need to know all the taxes that could have been incurred on that house. You need to know if there are bills that you need to offset on the house, and this needs to come in your negotiation. If, for instance, you're a first-time home buyer and you know nothing about buying a home, and you go and meet a landlord or meet someone who has a home and you want to buy their home, they will only talk about the price on that home. Nobody is going to get into the nitty-gritty about, they owe this or they don't owe this. Oftentimes, they even want to hide that information from you so that you make the investment and then it hits you. There's so extra bills that ought to have been paid on that house. And when you've carried that cost, you have to bear it. So these are the 5 mistakes that you shouldn't make. Avoid making these mistakes, because they could cost you a whole lot of money. Now, if you found value in this video, as I'm sure that you have, please give me a thumbs up and make sure you follow this channel. Just subscribe to this channel, please. You can reach out to us on Instagram at target_homes, or you can reach out to me personally on Instagram at akina_the-realtor. There are other ways for you to reach us, and it will be in the description box. If you're a first-time home buyer trying to buy a home in Lagos State, we are here for you to help you with your home buying needs, and we are going to help you get the best home possible. We have other videos on this channel to help aid your process in case you're not working in Lagos State, or even though you're not even interested in working with us. There are other videos on this channel that you can leverage on to make very smart decisions. So until next time, thank you for watching this video. Ciao.